Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another One Take. It makes me very happy that everyone's so enthusiastic about not only watching these videos, but bringing their cars out. We're booked through the end of August, so if you want to get your car in a One Take, send me the Wheelwell link to your car to our Facebook page at TheSmokingTire. So this is John. Welcome, sir.
How you doing?
And John has brought us his Volkswagen Jetta. Tell me about your car.
Basically, it's a Franken turbo. Has probably pushing about 300, 360 wheel.
Is Franken turbo means you've messed with the stock turbo?
Yeah. So what it is, it's actually a KO4 housing from an S3.
Okay.
So what they did was, Franken turbo was a different company. They actually modified that turbo, and then they put it back into this car. So it's like the same as a KO4, slightly modified.
Okay. And this is the 2-liter.
It's a 2-liter.
And this is a GLI, which as we were talking about earlier, is actually different from a regular Jetta in that it has the rear suspension architecture out of the GTI, which doesn't sound like a big deal, but it actually is. All right, I guess we're gonna go right because this car is coming. It actually does make a big deal in terms of the handling. Dual clutch gearbox.
Yep.
How much power do you think your car is making?
300. Last time I done, I was 306, 360 at the wheel.
306 and 360 torque at the wheels.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good number for a Jetta.
For a Jetta, yeah.
Damn.
I always tell myself, it's like, if I was to race someone on the freeway, if I lose, I drive a Jetta. If I win, you lost to a Jetta.
That's great outlook.
Yeah.
What kind of tires do you have?
It's just on V12s right now.
Hand-cooked V12s?
Yeah,
Okay.
so a little bit budget.
Whoa!
Yeah, it's got a little bit of torque steer here and there.
Oh, wow. Well, this is pretty quick.
Yeah.
You said, and it is a disclaimer, you said before we got in the car that you will come in the car, but that it might rub a little bit.
It might rub a little bit on the downhill. I'm actually trying to source some better fitting wheels right now.
Well, there's a car that way. Oh, that's no fun. All right, looks like we're going to go this way. Such is life. Wow, it's loud.
Yeah, I mean, if I drive it normally, it's actually super quiet. If I actually get on it, it's actually surprisingly loud. Maybe that's a little bit rubbing there and there, but yeah, it's probably as bad as it gets, hopefully.
I wish Volkswagen did a better job of bringing their gear indicator to the center of the gauges.
Yeah.
It takes me a minute. I mean, I'm sure you get used to it, but it takes me a minute to figure out what gear I'm in. I don't find it. Wow. Oh, yeah. There's your rub. Okay.
Yeah. No, the rear is right in the motor. Yeah. I've never had absolutely 2 grown men in my car before.
Never?
Yeah, never. It's always like me and
a
like
sedan for one.
I know. Yeah. I remember my buddies are going to Vegas. They're just like, can you drive 4 people? I was like, not gonna happen. Never gonna happen. 3 people, you guys better be tiny.
And I noticed you have a Brembo big brake kit in the front.
Yeah, it's a 17Z kit. It's actually off a Porsche Cayenne.
Really?
Direct bolt-on, absolutely cheap as hell.
Really?
Yeah.
So you just pulled it off a Cayenne and went on this?
Direct bolt-on. If people want to go with the lightweight rotors, I went with racing brake. So the racing brake option was a little bit more expensive.
Oh, there we go.
But you can literally do the whole entire kit for like under $1,000.
Wow. All right. I just remember this is a terrible section of road. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna choose a different direction from here.
No worries.
So I apologize to the audience, but this section of road that we've ended up on will not highlight this car so well, because it's just very slow and very technical, and it'll probably rub a lot. So we're gonna change direction on the fly. Well, it's low and it's stiff. Yeah. But other than the rub, it actually rides okay.
Yeah. I mean, if it's not a very bumpy road, it's probably the best suspension I bought.
What kind of dampers do you have?
It's on KWB3s right now.
Oh, those are great. Yeah. Those are serious dollar stuff.
And I got them for absolutely cheap. My friend Corbin decided to sell. He did about 30,000 miles on it. He's like, do you want it?
Wait, your friend Corbin, not the Corbin I know. Not Corbin with the RX-7.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had a GTI. He's like, I'll give it to you for $800. I was like, what's wrong with them? That's my first thing.
Yeah.
So he's like, you can ride them if you want. So I rode them, absolutely fine. I called KW. I was like, should I rebuild them? They have about 40,000 miles on them. And then they're like, if they ride fine, just keep it.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, so $800, huh?
$800.
How great is that? So the steering you have to do a lot of initial inputs to get it to go, but once it's loaded up, it's good.
Yeah.
Like in the mid corner, it's nice, but your initial entry, you do have to put quite a bit of steering into the car. Yeah,
definitely. The brake pedal is definitely a little from stock. You gotta go a little bit more.
It's firm.
Yeah.
But it's okay because if firm equals effective, then it's good.
Yeah.
Man, I do like this power.
Yeah, it's a lot of low end. What it does is it hit peak boost at 37.
Oh, really?
At 36.
3,700.
Yeah.
Okay. And how much boost is that?
27, 28.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Cyclists out today. You gotta be careful. GTI.
I know.
The dual clutch transmission really does work well with this car.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I prefer this car with the dual clutch than with the stick.
Yeah, my buddy just bought a GTI and he came from an RSX.
Yeah.
He's like, as much as he misses manual, he says he actually absolutely loves the DSG.
Yeah, Volkswagen's dual clutch is really good. And is it me, like you're a Volkswagen fan, Volkswagen shifters aren't the best, are they?
They're freaking short. It's like, I wish they were actually further out.
Yeah. It makes really neat sounds. I bet the cops just love you.
I've never gotten a single ticket for that. I honestly, besides the Canyons, like I'm the slowest driver ever.
So what year is this car? It's really reasonably new, right?
12.
12.
Yeah, and I've take it on any road trip I want. Still gets decent gas mileage.
Any road trip you want, as long as you're by yourself.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe one other person, which yeah.
It's gonna rub right here. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, a little bit.
But it's got a great mid-range punch, man. When you come out of these corners at about 3,000 RPM,
oh yeah,
and you get on it, that 360 pounds of torque goes a long way.
Yeah, the on the doing pulls, fourth gear is absolutely
really.
The fourth gear on here is actually the tallest. So what some GTI drivers do, they actually take the fourth gear out of this gearbox, and they actually use it because it's just so tall.
And they wait. Explain that to me. They take GTI drivers take fourth gear out of this gearbox, and put it in their GTI gearbox
because it's so tall.
That can't be worth the money, is it? That sounds
I only know maybe like
really expensive.
I only know 2 people that have done it, and one of them was doing like this 600 horsepower, just basically a show car. So I guess he had reason to do it.
That sounds really expensive.
Yeah.
Because I looked into my Corvette, I was like, I want 6th gear out of a ZR1.
Yeah.
I want the shorter 6th gear.
Yeah.
And they said it would be cheaper to buy a whole new gearbox.
Oh shit.
Than it would be to just swap that one gear.
Yeah.
So this thing, it doesn't run E85 or anything, right? Just regular pump gas.
Yes, people are still trying to figure out E85 for the GTI, or like just the Volkswagens in general. I know there's a couple companies that are playing with it, but so far it's one of those it's not really proven yet, so I don't really want to mess with it.
I'm looking for the good U-turn spot because I want to see how it does uphill.
Yep.
Oh, here's a good spot. Because front wheel drive uphill with a lot of power, you can end up doing a lot of wheel spin, a lot of wheel hop.
Yeah.
So let's find out how she does uphill.
When I actually take it to the drag strip,
blows the tires right off first gear and second gear. What do you take to the drag strip?
Yeah, so it was that's basically when I knew I caught traction. That's when I knew that I needed to get motor mounts because the wheel hop was just insane.
Yeah.
You just literally hear the engine just banging
on the firewall. Yeah.
So I was like, I need to get this done.
What'd you run at the drag strip?
I don't even want to say, it was pretty bad.
Oh, come on, tell me.
It was, I think around like a 9.2. Well,
an 8th?
An 8th, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's not that bad.
But it was like, I heard bang. Okay, so I went 3 times. First time I forgot to take traction control off.
Yeah.
Second time I forgot to launch it. The third time I launched it, but I forgot to take traction control off again. I was like,
drag racing seems so simple until you're sitting on that line looking at the tree.
You look at the tree, I'm just so nervous.
The pressure of it, I believe me, I understand. I have a lot of experience on drag strips, and every single time I'm like, wait, are my settings right or whatever?
But it was a blast though.
The are my settings right is the new clutch timing. Originally it was how do I launch, how much clutch do I use, now it's like, wait, are my settings all correct?
Yep, that's exactly what happened. I was just like, I remember one time I was trying to get on a launch control and I was like, okay, nothing's building up. and I already staged.
Yeah.
And then I noticed my traction control is off, and I was like, this is a nightmare.
Yep. And then what happens? If you get it right, if you go switch it, now you've missed your launch.
Yep.
Yeah. I have been there, dude. It just requires going back a few times and doing it again.
That's always fun.
I'll tell you something though, John. You put an extra inch of ride height in this car, and you have a winner because it handles well.
Yeah.
It's fast. It's actually very comfortable and spacious in here. It makes cool sounds.
What I'm planning on doing actually this, in a couple of days, I'm actually gonna try to test fit better fitting wheels, ones that won't rub. Maybe I'll even go a little bit wider on the tires.
Do you think it's better fitting wheels, or do you think the car is just too low?
I'm actually not that low. I'm probably at 25 centimeter ground right now, which is actually, basically typical for like track ready cars, I guess.
Okay.
But these wheels, I mean, they don't fit exactly that well. They're actually off an Evo 9.
Oh, really?
Evo 8 or 9, yeah. But yeah, I picked them up for a steal.
They are BBSs, right? They're real BBSs.
Real BBSs, they're Fords. They're, lightweight compared to anything Volkswagen has. So, I mean, I picked them up, and I've been always looking for something to replace them with. And I always wanted to stick with 17s because cheap tires.
Yeah, no, 17s are good. I'm sorry, I have a little bit of a cold right now. Fill your car up with AIDS. Best part about AIDS is you can only get it once.
Yeah,
right?
That's fine. Yeah, no worries.
Well, we're gonna turn this corner. Let's see what it looks like if we do a bit of a pull.
Sure.
But so far, so good, man.
Yeah, so far so good. I mean, honestly, the rubbing
other than the rub, I mean, that's the one thing, but we know it's there, and so let's go. Here we go. Okay, burnout through first. Bit of traction in second. Oh, third pull's very strong. Wow. That's, I'm not going to say how fast that was, but it was a multiplier of the speed limit. Let's just say that. This is a cool car, though, man.
Yeah, I like, it's like discreet, because I always look at it, it's like, no cop is going to, I mean, they're going to think it's
looking at a Jetta.
Yeah, no one's looking at a Jetta. If anything, I have a Farcan Jetta, like, just leave me alone. End of the day,
Dude, this is a cool little car, man. I think you've done well here.
Thank you.
Has it been reliable and reasonably affordable?
Reliable, yes. Affordable, well, because I usually try to pick up parts like, just...
Yeah, you seem to find deals.
Yeah, I'm a deal hunter, I guess.
Well, thank you so much, Sean.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
If you want to see the actual parts list that John used for his car, you can check out his Wheelwell page. I'll throw a link in the description. While you're over there, have a poke around my garage. See the new wheels on my Corvette. See the full parts list that I used on my Mustang. It's an interesting place where you can learn some interesting things. So thanks a lot. I have learned something about modifying Jettas today. See you guys next week.